You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Sports 2 supporters, we're going to talk about an Ohio State football coach that just had to resign because, well, during a high school football game, his players were calling out the play call Nazi, I guess, or was using the wording Nazi, and there was anti-Semitic language used on the field. Now, the coach has since apologized, and I don't love people losing their jobs over any kind of situation like this, but under the circumstances, I don't know what else could happen here. He actually resigned. I don't know if this was a forced resignation. I do not know exactly. But the other team was going to pull their team off the field over this during the game. And now this is starting to get a lot of attention. It's a pretty wild story, actually, out of Ohio. Ohio State football coach resigns after using Nazi play call repeatedly during the game. Now, this is a largely Jewish neighborhood, by the way. So, I'm sure that had something to do with everything that was going on here. I just can't figure out why a coach would have even went down this road. You know, why even run the risk of something coming back on you like this? Because, I mean, even I could have said, hey, dude, that's probably not a great idea. You know, probably not going to be a great look, to be honest. Fox News, a Ohio high school football coach resigned from his post on Monday after his team used racist and anti-Semitic language during a game Friday night. Tim McFarland of Brooklyn High School in Brooklyn resigned after his team was heard repeatedly using the word Nazi during the game, which was a play call of his design. Now, all I can assume is this is on, and I don't know for sure, just speculation, but the only thing I can assume is this was a scenario similar to, let's say, Peyton Manning back in the day on the field. Omaha, we all know that was very famous. Aaron Rodgers uses another one. I can't think of it right offhand. But so you're standing on the field and guys are hollering out Nazi, I guess, repeatedly, maybe on offense. I don't know. Maybe it's a defensive call they use. I don't know. Brooklyn was playing Beechwood High School, which is located in a Cleveland suburb whose population is 90% Jewish. Oh, Lord. According to the latest survey of the population that was published in 2011 by the Jewish Federation of Cleveland, the slur was used in the first half by the Brooklyn team on the field, but after Beechwood threatened to pull its players once the half was over, Brooklyn stopped using it in the second half. Beechwood School's superintendent, Robert Hardis, said in a statement that despite the term not being used for play calls in the second half, Brooklyn players were directing other slurs at Beechwood players. So they're saying the players still threw out slurs after into the second half? What was the coach doing here exactly? I mean, he can't call his team together and be like, look, you need to shut the bleep up out there. This is going to end badly for everybody involved. Well, it ended badly for him anyway. Quote, this is not the first time Beechwood student-athletes have been subjected to anti-Semitic and racist speech. Unfortunately, this is becoming more and more prominent, it seems like right now. Hardis said in the statement, quote, we always hope it will be the last. Brooklyn School Superintendent Ted Caloris released a statement after McFarland turned in his letter of resignation, saying that the coach, quote, expresses his deepest regret and that the school apologizes for, quote, hateful and harmful speech that was said during the game. Caleres also said the speech, quote, will not be tolerated. Well, it probably shouldn't be. The two schools have been in contact with Hardis, saying Brooklyn has been, quote, appropriately concerned and apologetic. Brooklyn has also been contacted by the Anti-Defamation League of Ohio to use as a resource moving forward. It's unknown if Brooklyn has dished out any punishment for alleged slurs that the players used during games, so no word on if they punished the players. An annual audit by the Anti-Defamation League showed a 36% rise in anti-Semitic incidents in the U.S. last year. The report, which came out in March, tracked 3,697 incidents of harassment, vandalism, assault targeting Jewish people and their communities. Jeez, that's crazy. It's absolutely ludicrous. That would be going down during a high school game, and the coach heard his players doing this and didn't identify the players and then pull them in and just ream them a new one. I mean, look, when you're playing football, a lot of repugnant shit gets played on the field, said on the field. That's just a thing. It really is. Look, the NFL and college, man, they are dropping N-bombs all over the place. I don't know why nobody's tripping over that. I mean, why is it the N-bomb never gets tripped on? And I don't mean Nazi. I mean the other N-bomb. The mother of all bombs, N-bombs, gets said all over the place during a NFL football game. You know, and everybody loses their mind over that outside of the field. And look, it can get ugly in the trenches during a football game, even high school games. Especially, and I don't know, you know, I'm in Texas, so Ohio, I don't know if this is considered a rivalry. You know, I know we had rivalries in high school, and shit, it would get ugly. It could get ugly between the citizens of two towns that live 6 miles apart. Okay? The parents would start fighting with the parents and over all kinds of things at rivalry games. I went to one in Longview, Texas years ago. A real badass high school came floating in out of Louisiana, some state champion, and they thought they were fixing to roll Longview High School. And I was like, you know, I'm sitting up there and I'm telling those parents on that other team, I'm like, I'm telling you right now, you guys will not beat Longview. Okay? And Longview rolled them by like 30. And they got furious. That Louisiana team, the parents were fighting all over the place. It became a total shit show out there. And that didn't even have anything to do with, like, you know, racial slurs or anything like that. It can just get ugly. I don't know. This is crazy. Do you believe the guy should have been forced to resign? Because I would assume he was forced to resign. Does he deserve another chance somewhere? You tell me in the comments section. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.